Hey, it's me, Bastian, and I've got a question from Karin Nordström Divelkov. I hope I said that right. The question is, how do you deal with the prejudice that software patents are hard or impossible to enforce since it's hard to detect infringement? So, a couple of things come to mind here. First of all, I would not say that it's impossible to enforce software patents, but it is hard sometimes. It is hard because sometimes the invention covered by a software patent happens under the hood, so to say, deep within the software. That's true. Let's consider an example from database technology. So if the inventors came up with a new database index, a certain structure, you could draft a claim directed to this index data format. And of course, to enforce such a patent, you would have to prove that the infringer, the competitor, uses this index structure. But this happens inside the database management system, and the end user probably doesn't even know whether it is there or not. So from the outside, it is difficult to figure out whether this claim would be infringed or not. On the other hand, this is basically the same situation as with any type of patent, Let's talk about, a manufacturing process. If there's a patent where claim 1 is a method for a certain type of manufacturing process, also with such a patent, you cannot just walk into your competitor's factory to check out whether they do this process or not. So it's basically the same problem here. The difference, though, is that with, let's say, mechanical inventions or inventions from the real world, most of the time when you see the invention, you know where its boundaries are and what type of claim to draft. If the invention is about a new manufacturing process, you would do a method claim for that process, and that's it. With software, things are a little bit different, mostly because software is virtual by definition. So the draftsperson, me as a European patent attorney, I have many more choices how to draft the claim, how to fit the invention into little boxes, if you will, and how to draft the claim. There's almost always the possibility to draft a software patent claim from different perspectives, either from the inside, bottom up maybe, or from the outside, focusing more on how the end user interacts with the computer system and how the end user uses the invention, which then ultimately leads to patent claims which are better detectable from the outside. So I guess my bottom line here is that basically it's the same problem as with any invention, but with software, I would even say the advantage is that you have a choice in many cases how to draft your claim. So my best guess is pick a European patent attorney who knows how to draft software patent claims, because there can be many mistakes made, but there are also good opportunities to draft enforceable claims. But you are correct, that's my second point. With some inventions, they are just deep within the code, so to say, or within a layer of the software which is never seen by the end user, which is never seen from the outside. With those types of inventions, still typically the competitor, the company you want to go after with your software patent, there will be some amount of information out there for you to determine or to have at least an educated guess whether they do what's in the claim or not. Back then, when I still did a lot of software patent litigation at my former firm, Bardele, in almost every case we had at least some kind of manuals, some documentation of the attacked software, be it user manuals, which are almost always there, or even comprehensive administrator's guide, which really explain the, let's say, the server guy, the administrator of the software, how to set it up. And those usually contain really specific details about how the product works under the hood, which helps to collect information to make an infringement case. Even if that is not available, third point, then there's still possibilities. In Germany, maybe the situation is limited to some extent, but if you have good attorneys at law to cooperate with in the infringement cases, there's ways to draw information, for example, from other jurisdictions, from France, from the US, in cross-border litigation cases. This costs real money then, but if it's worth it, you can collect information from these sources as well. Okay, so I hope this all made sense. If you have a question about patents for the digital future, just put it in the comments below and I'll add it to the queue. I'm Bastian Best. I'm a European patent attorney who helps companies make sense of patents in the digital transformation. And I hope to see you in the next video.